Hello, Fierce Loves! For this video, I am going to turn myself into a BJD doll. Last time our collaboration was I turned myself from Disney Princess Ariel to a modern Disney princess, and then Ursula also from The Little Mermaid to the modern Disney villains Ursula. For this major collaboration with my Filipina Beauty Sisters, I am turning into a BJD doll. So this to this. And without further ado, let me share with you how I made this makeup look in 3, 2, 1. As I do my makeup, I want to make sure that my hands are clean. So I am going to use this Bath and Body Works pocket bag. And this is in Sweet Pea. Today's perfume, I am going to use this Juicy Couture Viva La Juicy in Glacé, sweet and nice scent. To keep my doll lips nice and soft, I am using my Guerlain Kiss Kiss Rose Lip in Morning Rose. I love this one and I love the rose scent, perfect for my lips. My favorite primer, once again, the By Terry Starlight Rose Glow Booster CC Serum. I love the rosy scent, same as my lip balm and also the primer. Dior Forever in 0.5N Neutral will be my foundation for today. This is a little too light, perfect for my doll skin. I am using the whitest concealer in my collection from Miss Beauty London, liquid concealer in number 1, because I need to make sure that I do not have my eye bags, and I will be as flawless and as white as my BDJ doll. Tapping and dabbing it underneath my eyes onto the side of the nose. I have to make sure that I blend this flawlessly. Also applying a little bit to the lids and to the brows, since I'm going to do a simple brow for my doll brows. I need to set my concealer with the whitest powder in my collection, and this is the 𝒮𝓉𝐴nd Original Scented Powder from Thailand. Grabbing my sponge, applying it slowly like so. I will be baking my face. I don't usually do this, but I will do it for this doll's makeup. Using my e.l.f. eyebrow kit in medium, I am going to use the left part, which is the cream part, and then the powder part after I applied the cream part. So that's what I'm going to do now. As you see, I've done it on my left eyebrow, now doing it on the right side like so, always lining it from the bottom, and then now doing the tail of my eyebrows and applying now to the top, and then putting a slight curve, not my usual brows, because I wanted a thin eyebrow just like my ball jointed doll's eyebrow look. Now I'm blending the cream and of course applying the powder using another eyebrow brush, and just slightly blending the powder like so to also set the cream and to more color. My doll eyes, I am going to use this Etude House Princess Fantasy, or it's the Princess Add Balloon Kit for VIP. It says welcome to the Princess Fantasy, Etude House right there, super cute balloon here, and then this is how it looks inside. It's so pretty, so cute, perfect for a doll. I am going to use several shades here. The cream colored, flesh colored, white, blue green, blackish green, and sky blue. So let's get started. This is me opening it once again in front of the camera. I'm going to use this shade now, which is called blackish green. And now I am going to apply that using this, my favorite brush. Just applying it to the crease and adding a little bit more now to intensify the color. Using another brush to blend it and smoke it to the outside corners. Now using my Makeup Revolution concealer palette, grabbing the green concealer here, and I'm just gonna do a half cut crease to make it seem that I really have that deep, big eyes of a doll, just like so. And then now I'm grabbing this shade here, which is cream colored, putting it in the middle of my lids, just above the part that I put a concealer on, like so. And now to the inner part of my crease is this white shade in this palette. Just doing it on the other side of my eyes also. To put a little more depth, I'm using this blue-green color from the palette, adding it onto the outer V of my eyes, blending it like so. Grabbing shade number 12, once again it's cream colored, and I'm putting it onto the lash line, just like so. And of course on the other eye also. And then grabbing this sky blue shade and adding it from the center lower lash line up to the outer corner of my lash line here. Now I'm going to remove the excess powder that I used when I baked my face. My Maybelline 24-hour tattoo gel liner. I am going to put this using my Anastasia eyeliner brush, drawing from the corner of my eyes, putting a slant and then a little bit of a triangle in there, and just blending it, filling it up just like so. I'm not doing a crazy eyeliner, but just a slight one to make my eyes a little bit more bigger. So here's how it looks on the other side of my eyes, just like so. It's very nice to use a brush because you'll be able to easily control it. And if it's a very thin brush, it's not gonna be a big line. Having this H&M Beauty Soft Gel Eyeliner in black, like so, and the other one, Hypocrisy Eyeliner from Makeup Revolution in white. I will use both of these for doing a tight line for my doll eyes. And I will show you how to do it. So the black goes to the upper waterline, and then the white one will go to the lower waterline. So now it's time for the white one, and this will make our eyes much more bigger, just like the doll eyes. And of course, curling my lashes in preparation for the mascara, 15 to 20 seconds each per eyelashes. Grabbing this Laura Mercier mascara of mine, and it's the Caviar Volume. It will add doll-like volumes to my cute eyes, and I will show you how to do it. So start from the bottom, shake a little bit, wiggle a little bit, and then to the tips of the eyelashes. Do it on the other side also, just like so. Wiggle it a bit to separate the eyelashes, and of course look down when you apply the mascara for the lower lash line, just like so. Now for my eyelashes, I'm going to use this eyeline falsies. It's called Single and Ready to Mingle, and it's a pair of eyelashes that are super cute. And for the eyelash glue, I'm using this Ardell Brush On Strip Lash Adhesive to make sure that my lashes stick to my real lashes and that they look so natural also when I apply them both onto my lashes. A little bit of this blue-green shade to the outer part of my lower lash line for a more depth look. Now to contour like a doll and to achieve a V-shaped face, I'm using my Laura Mercier contour palette. This is my favorite, and I'm just really gonna do a hard contour today. Grabbing this lighter shade of the contour right here, mixing it with a dark shade also. So I'm lining it like this. As you see, I made a V shape, and I am going to put a shadow on to the bigger part of my jaw. Drawing a line onto my nose, making it as close as possible to make it seem like I have a very small nose. And of course, we'll blend it like so. The closer you line your nose, the better the nose line is. Emphasize on the contours that I made for my face. I'm using my Kat Von D Shade Light palette, and I am going to just apply the powder on top of my nose contour just like so. Blend it a bit, of course, to the lower lip also, and of course just adding it on top of my cream contour, making sure that I have that V-shaped face of a doll, just like this. And for my cheeks, I'm using this 𝒼𝒼 Velvet in the 01 shade. And of course, I'm going to use my Luxie blush brush for this one to apply it evenly as if it's just a natural blush or a natural doll blush, just like this. Because the BJD dolls have this very light blush, not like the round blush that the other dolls have. So just blend it like this. Now it's time to highlight using this Dior Backstage highlighter palette, and I'm using the strobe white shade for today, applying that to the highest points of my cheeks, just like this. Onto the other side also, in the middle of my nose, on top of my lips, and of course underneath the brow bone, also just like this, in the inner corners of my eyes. And now for the lips, I'm using this 𝒼𝒼 tint. It's a very nice fuchsia pink color that I will only apply on the inner part of my lips, just like what my doll is, just like this. We'll be using my Kylie gloss in Cocoa K, And I will be applying this one onto the outer part of my lips, lining it like so to make sure that I have that light outer part of the lips, just like my BJD doll. Now drawing on to my elbow to make it seem like I really do have a ball jointed body parts, just like this. There you have it, everybody. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope that you like it as much as I enjoyed transforming myself into this BJD doll. So I hope that you check out all the YouTube videos of my Filipina Beauty sisters who turned themselves into dolls also, the ones that made the history of dolls. And please check out our sponsor for our giveaway, 𝒮𝓬𝑒𝑡 or Treasure Cloud in Shopee.ph. Make sure that you go ahead and join our awesome giveaway, wherein there will be 10 winners. Good luck. I wish you all the best, and thank you so much for watching all of our Filipina Beauty Sisters videos, and let me present them to you one by one.